Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes. Your examinations are underway. In these days of exams, you have to put extra efforts, you have to do extra hard work to crack these examinations with nice percentage of marks. Dear students, you are not physically in schools. Schools remain shut because of COVID-19 pandemic. And finally, government arranged a digital platform for you and some students, unfortunate group of students were not possession of these Android phones, in possession of these Android phones, and they were hit badly. So there is a substitute for them. Must memorize the more notes, put extra efforts in these days, do extra hard work so that they can crack the examinations with nice percentage also. Dear students, but the important thing is that you have to burn midnight oil. You have to remain attached with the books. Dear students, on 7th of November 2020, your English paper is being held by board. For that, you need guidance and counseling. Dear students, English paper or English questionnaire would be of 100 marks, and out of 100 marks, you have to add up only 60 as there is clear cut concession of 40%. Moving beyond 60% marks would affect your overall gain. When your gain is 50, 52, or 60 out of 60, that would be proportionately raised to 100. Dear students, so your English questionnaire would be divided into two sections. One is the grammatical section and the textual section. In textual sections, textual questions are asked. From first five chapters of English, the questions would be asked perhaps. It starts from the footprints without feet, then excellent father, sermon at Banaras, and long walk to freedom. From these four chapters, the questions would be asked definitely. So you should memorize the questions, textual questions of these chapters, and also the summaries of the poems are asked. Sometimes the summary is given there, and you have to complete the summary. For that, you have to memorize the summary of the poem. For example, prayer, miracles, speak up. It might be asked in the coming examinations, and from the poem, similes and metaphors are used, and you have to find out these similes and metaphors used in the poems. So in the poetry section, there would be also the questions would be asked from the poetry sections and also from the textual, that is the prose side, the questions would be asked. In yesterday's paper of class 12th, the textual part was asked more. So dear students, first five chapters are important. See the textual questions of first five chapters and also see first five poems, read their summaries fully so that you can do well in the coming examinations. And after that, when there are some short plays that would be asked and characters would be asked. For example, Mr. Bennett, it would be asked. Kisa Gotami would be asked, or the this long walk to freedom, written autobiography of this Nelson Mandela, might be asked in the coming examination. So you have to remain busy with the books and memorize these things what I'm telling. First five chapters are important and first five poems are very important. You must memorize these poems in order to do better in the exams. And moving to the second part, that is the grammatical portion. If you have command on the grammatical portions or you have grip over the grammatical portions, you can pass your subject, English subject, without moving to the textual part. Dear students, what is asked in the grammatical portion first? First of all, paragraph writing is asked. For example, coronavirus paragraph might be asked. Two types of paragraph, descriptive and reflexive or narrative paragraph might be asked. Then letter writing, then also the notes writing. This is asked, and then the uh, this change in narration is asked. Use of appropriate model is also asked, and arrange the jumbled words into meaningful sentence. This is asked, and also homophones is asked. That means a word having same words having same sound but different meaning. For example, here and here, and you have to put there the appropriate words. So homophones are the words that having similar sounds but different meanings. These are asked in the board examinations. So I'm repeating the things for you. First five chapters are important. Textual questions would be asked from these chapters, and also characters would be asked like Messrs. Bennett, Mr. Bennett, Kisa Gotami, and life history of this Nelson Mandela would be asked. And the first five poems, starting from prayer, then speak of miracles, would be asked. So you should memorize the summaries of these poems. And also, sometimes the summary of the poem is given, and you have to complete that summary. And for that, you must memorize the summary of that very poem. And then to the grammatical portion, then change in narration is asked, use of appropriate model is asked, preposition is asked, and in writing skills, paragraph writing, letter writing is notes writing is there. Sometimes email is asked. So you should see these things on your available grammar books or available reference books of English to crack these examinations with nice percentage of marks. Dear students, English is very difficult subject to teach, but it's very easy to crack. In addition, there are some passages. Passages they are asked. Passages are of two types: seen passages and unseen passages. Seen passages are those passages which I have read earlier, and unseen passages are those passages which I have never seen. And there is passages given, and after the culmination of the passage, or what we can say, the questions are taken from the same passage, and you have to answer these questions by searching the answers from the that very passage. Remember, some two to three passages are asked, and from these passages questions are taken out, and you have to search the answers from that very passages. So this is very simple. You have to read it keenly and then to answer the questions that are following. So I'm in textual part, first five chapters are important. In the poetry section, first five poems are important, and then the homophones, then the writing skills, letter writing, paragraph writing, notes writing, and email writing. Sometimes ask a letter writing and paragraph writing fetch huge percentage of marks. Dear students, and the passages are asked. Pas- Passages are very simple. You can do that easily. And homophones are asked, words having some same sounds but different meanings. This is asked, an arrangement of these jumbled words into meaningful sentences. This is asked. Dear students, this is the hints for the English paper. Hope you would act upon these advices, and you would remain busy with the books, attached with the book, so that you can crack the coming examinations of English on 20th of 7th of November. This is being held very easily. English is always difficult to teach, but it's very easy to crack. Remember, first five chapters, first five poems, then paragraph, coronavirus paragraph, mobile internet. This would be perhaps asked, and letter writing, and the homophones, change in narration, also the appropriate use of models. This would be the asked. Hope you would act upon these advices and will crack the examinations with ease. My prayers are with you, but work hard and self-study, having no substitute in the world. Thanks. Be balanced.